The first game is was very bad.
It was fun to watch though, I can't lie, bro. Excel really.
Oh my god, both team throw so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, are we live?
Yes, we are. So this is
Okay.
game number 2 of RVRC versus NUSC. This is the grand finals of the ICG 2023 with me, and none other than Goofy, who is the world's most useless caster.
Hey, fuck off.
And Believer, who, if you guys know, was a part of RVRC last year and now looking at his juniors in shame.
Listen.
Yes.
What is RVRC?
Ridgeview Residential College.
Oh.
It's basically an on-campus housing for uni students.
You
Okay.
don't stay there anymore.
Yeah, no. You only get guaranteed stay for the first 2 years.
Eh, but then you and your friend Yihui, like y'all are housemates where? Like y'all just rent a house together or what?
Yeah, we're renting a place together.
Very cute.
Yeah, it's to make the rent cheaper.
Alright. Nah, you gotta do what you gotta do in these vicious housing
Yep.
environments. But okay. So they changed the name over here to question mark. I was wondering, did you notice that fucking what's his face? Free Najib changed his name. Fucking funny
Yeah.
after yesterday.
Yeah, they change his name every time. Hey, he didn't change this game.
Yeah.
Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, from
I
yesterday.
guess he wants to play Darkseer.
Yeah, he wants to play more Darks here, but okay, some adjustments already coming out. Doom banned up, they don't want to deal with DHL's Doom, and they just banned the Silencer out completely. So I think Silencer was a hero that 44 Phantom had no issue first picking for himself over and over, and Vepture took that, NUSC just took that without hesitation, and it's just too strong of a hero right now. So Ember... Oh!
They're block picking it right now.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, just because they're scared of Leonidas's Ember Spirit, right? But to pick it so early isn't it kind of setting it up for quite a bit of countering?
Yep. But Ember is a pretty decent hero now. Even if he's countered, he can always have a game.
And there's the Tusk, the one we've come to
Yeah.
expect from Leonidas. He's been absolutely dominating on this hero.
Yep.
And Ricky,
Oh,
ooh.
Rikimaru.
I mean,
Nice
Ricky's been banned every single time, right? It's Ricky Viper
Yeah.
bans. So Goof, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but support Ricky is a super big thing now.
Really? Why?
Sleep Dart. Sleep Dart is a disgusting ability, so you just literally don't get anything. You actually pressure in lane very well because Ricky has a lot of good base stats. So you just pressure people with like Blink Strike and it's a lot of damage. A lot of supports can't trade with you. And then once you get past the laning stage, you just get Sleep Dart, and that's such a nice setup with the smoke screen and all that.
Yep.
That's interesting. I don't see that in my
Actually-
games.
He actually scales quite well because if in late game he can get maybe Ether Lens or Octarine.
Yeah.
And he takes all the smoke screen talents. He's
It
like
is
a
so hard to
real-
play against, dude.
It's a cancer to play against in team fights.
Yeah. Especially for heroes like Ember, right? Who really rely on just casting multiple rounds of their spells. You talk about getting countered, I mean, you get such a high value pick as well as such a, like, deterrent. You think about Tusk and Ricky, you know, every single time the Tusk rolls in, the Ricky can immediately jump in as well. Similar situation for the Ice Shards, right? The Ice Shards, you put it down, suddenly it's even harder to just walk out of the smoke screen. So already quite a bit of natural synergy.
Yep.
The bans
very easy setup.
though, the bans, Prophet, Pango, and Tiny. You got any read on this?
They're just okay. So they banned Pango because you know it's for Leonidas. They don't want to play against this Pango.
Okay.
I think they kind of know his hero pool, so they just want to make sure he doesn't get his comfort. That's why
Right.
they kind of first pick Ember as well. To
Right, but the
pick it.
Tusk is already picked though, so do you think they
Yeah.
could potentially try and they just want to make sure that it's Leonidas and not any soft flex, right?
No. That was the.
Oh
the
right,
first
before
phase
the
bans,
right, my bad.
Yeah. So this tiny razor is just for the offlane. I mean, NP is also for the offlane.
Right,
They
the
just
Dyson
wanna-
vacuum cleaner guy, right?
Yes, Mr. Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Message. Okay, so Mirana just generally quite a safe pick. I think if I remember correctly, I don't know whether I don't know whether Vepture played it because I remember Vepture was like on Ogre and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm not sure who's gonna play it, but it's a good combo with Ember.
Yeah,
Ember
the
Mirana
chains
is quite
and the
classic.
chains into
Chains
the
into
arrow
the
just so
arrow.
easy,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mirana always likes heroes that you know go in for her as well, so that she can have time to set up arrow or maybe reposition in the fights and dish out damage.
Yeah, I mean Mirana, like not the hero you think about when you talk about going in, right? Very much a follow-up hero, very much stay on the sidelines, kind of hero, and nothing better than to suit them poke and prod than Ember Spirit. Now, Lina and Drow both being banned out here. I didn't think this would be a problem given the fact that you have a Tusk. I think we saw actually Leonidas just completely destroy Alina the other day, right? Because he would just block her in the shots and it's like impossible for you to play. Any sort of read, or is it just a strong meta pick so you don't want to mess with it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was necessary to ban these, but maybe they are planning to not pick any more heavy initiation, so they're just gonna ban it out and not have to rely on just the Tusk and Ricky to catch these like strong backline heroes.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair. They want to balance their draft out a little bit. They don't want to go too hard on the initiation. Now another AoE silence, Night Stalker being banned out here. I mean, definitely a hero that can benefit from Mirana's Moonlight Shadow and just all around a very strong backline jump, right? Can really just take you out of the fight. Tusk not really a hero that can deal with silence. It's a little bit awkward for him because he might get BKB eventually, but he doesn't really want to if he doesn't have to.
Yep.
So Jakiro, just a strong safe lane support, perhaps paving the way for maybe a bit of a weaker laning carry, or maybe it could be the flip side. Maybe it could be a strong laning carry and then they want to set up a kill lane of sorts. Still have to see.
Maybe.
Just very safe support pick overall, right?
Yeah, they kind of banned Drow and Lina, so probably they want to pick some melee carry. You know, does well with Jakiro. Maybe some Ursa.
Right.
I mean, Slug is still good. Slug is. I mean, I like Slug against Ember.
You could play Lifestealer. I know. RVRC, they were playing a lot of just run at you position once on Imperial Zang, right? He was playing Ursa, he was playing Lifestealer.
Yep.
I think what I'm looking at is actually the setup for Ricky as well. Once he gets the smoke screen, Jakiro is a very, very natural setup for him, right?
Yep. Easy follow up. Long range stun. Basically the same as Ricky Mirana.
But this is kind of awkward as well, right? They've just picked up the Nyx Assassin. Now, I understand it's really good against the Jakiro, but how does it fare against Tusk Ricky? It seems like it would be a little bit
good against the Tusk, I would say.
Right? So I'm just a bit confused. Maybe they just need someone to like give the Ember Vision to play the fight or start the fight.
Maybe. I mean, maybe it's just a comfort hero, so they just pick it.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this draft very much. I'm gonna be real with you. What about you? I get where they're coming from because like you can just kind of like when they try and fight, right, you can just sort of outrun it, or it's even faster to get out of the smoke screen. But it does feel very static and it sets up for a perfect life stealer. Like that is
as previously mentioned. It's not a very good pick on Centaur, I think.
Yeah, I mean Centaur's quite a strong hero now, that's for sure. And I think stun set up with the Mirana, right? That's what they're thinking about.
That's what they were thinking, but the thing is the way they pick, it's quite obvious that they want to pick some melee carry, so they're just setting themselves up for a lifestealer pick.
Yeah, that's
which
for
is
sure.
Like
it's
really
quite it makes it even more of a no-brainer pick, right?
Yeah, it's a really free lifestealer game.
Okay.
Right now.
Maybe they have a plan.
Yeah, maybe they baited this because like even we could tell, right? We're just looking at it, but like this is like what? This has to be like some sort of melee carry, right? So I think maybe Washed Up, he has something in mind, maybe?
Yeah,
hopefully.
Maybe.
What kind of last pick would make it all click, right? Because it's clear that you know, NUSC, they need a carry in the last pick. They banned out the sniper, that's a hero that could really just keep the distance. I mean, of course it's tricky to play against so much backline jump, but like you say, maybe the reason why they ban all these long range is because they're not like, anticipating any more backline jump to be picked on their side. So the sniper ban, what other picks do you think could do it for NUSC here?
It's a pretty nice game for a range offlaner. Not sure what they can pick though. I mean, it could still be Tusk offlane.
Okay, is this crazy? Is Arc Warden mid crazy for, and then you play Ember carry?
Yeah, they could do it, but I mean, Arc Warden is not very good against Lifestealer and Tusk and Ricky, so I don't think they
No,
will
I'm
do
just
it,
trying to
and
think of like a last pick that's gonna make me go, aha, that's what they were planning. You know what I mean? Like it's NUSC, I'm not really sure I see the picture right now. Sure, they have a draft that works well with itself, but it didn't answer any of what RVRC have at any stage. That's why I feel like at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, the Ricky kind of blocks a lot of heroes that they can play. Don't see
Yeah.
any. Let me take a look. Uh,
I'm just curious as well because I'm wondering why like for example Centaur and maybe not Slada.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Like for
I
example,
don't like.
like whenever you
I
play
don't like.
against Ricky, you're thinking about like, okay, get reveal on him, right? So
Yep,
he's not
you
just
need
annoying.
some form of reveal. Yes.
Like I feel like every single stun that Laksa Maiham have or NUSC rather, it's so telegraphed that Ricky's always gonna be able to tricks of the trade it.
Yeah, it's looking like a really free Ricky and Lifestealer game right now, honestly. And they got this Task Lifestealer combo, so it's pretty strong.
Yeah, they can just blow up whoever they get on, and if you know if they manage to get a smoke screen down, it's just curtains, right?
Yeah, I honestly don't know what carry NUSC can pick that I'll be super happy with. I think everything is kind of shit now.
They
The only
can't
thing
pick a
that
Luna and Death Ball. The Drow is banned. Lina is
The
banned.
only thing that I can see is maybe a Bloodseeker. But that's about it.
But it's kind of hard to go into the fight against a Lifestealer at any point in time as BS, right?
Actually, BS should well one
Outfight
he
a
should win the
Lifestealer?
Lifestealer. Yeah, he should outfight the
Oh,
Lifestealer.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
gonna
but
be
it's a
Monkey King.
Okay, yeah, it's a horrible Monkey King game. They lost. They
Okay.
lost.
What makes it a horrible Monkey King game?
Okay,
Monkey
so
King game.
Monkey King has a few counters, and right now you're looking at Jakiro, one of his biggest counters in the game, I would say. 'Cause
Okay.
It's really impossible to play against Jakiro when he gets his damage over time on you. You're just basically stuck.
Right,
if
you
you have
can't
no
jump
BKB.
away, right?
Yeah, and then on this task, if he decides to change his build, you go Aghanims instead. It essentially means that
You
Monkey
just
King
kick him out of the ring
has
all
no
the time.
scaling potential. Yeah, he has no scaling potential into the late game because he's never gonna be able to stay inside Wukong's. And even Ricky is very annoying. The smoke screen, the blind, the mischance, and
No
not to
Jingu
mention-
for you, right?
yeah, even if he does get the Jingu, if he's in the smoke screen, he can't use his boundless anyway.
Yeah, so there's no
Yeah.
big burst of physical damage that we've come to expect from Monkey Kings, right? When they get wound up, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, the only thing I can think about is maybe just maybe, they want to pick a carry that can run at you early, right? You just get yourself an Echo Saber or you build yourself an early Echo Saber BKB and you just start springing it around along with the Ember Spirit, right? I think this is a very high pace
Yeah, maybe.
draft.
This looks like
Right, they have the Centaur War Runner who is gonna hit a timing pretty early on. Yes, it's not so good against a Lifestealer, but it can hit a certain timing with Vanguard and maybe an early blink, and then suddenly you're catching them one-on-one. You know, maybe
Ooh,
yeah, but
very nice
okay.
pick.
Primal Beast. What
Very
do you think
nice
about
pick.
this one?
Very nice pick.
Why do you
nice
say
pick.
that? Why do you say that?
It's another hero that heavily counters Monkey King. Anytime Monkey is in the trees, if he's just a bit unlucky,
And all the trees.
Trample and the chart, and Monkey doesn't like these heroes that can just go on him and just control
commit
him
like
from the side.
deforestation.
Yeah, exactly. They got so many ways to initiate on Monkey and kill him 100-0 right now.
Okay, so from what you're saying, I don't know if I'm getting this right. Just a guess here, but it sounds like you think RVRC are gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think they can win on this draft, honestly.
You think NUSC don't have it?
Yeah,
Okay, Goofy, what about you?
not on this draft.
Honestly, no, NUSC is gonna have a very tough time, man.
Okay. Even we've got a win from a 7K, we've got a win from a 2K now. Let's see where we meet in the middle here. I mean, both sides both thinking that, it's not gonna work out for them. I don't think they think NUSC have it, but you know what? They don't know what I know.
You know.
I know that according to chat, Excel was playing that game with his feet. So
Oh, so now he's using his hands.
yeah, now he's using his hands. It's over for these fools, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, could always be wrong. I could always be wrong. Just because I'm 7K doesn't mean I know everything.
You only know about 7 out of 10 of the things. It's just,
Yeah,
the other,
exactly.
yeah. That's how.
Actually 7 out of 13. Now the highest is 13.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine
You
though.
just over the halfway mark already. You don't
Just
think you
a
so.
little
You
bit
don't
over
think you
the
so good.
halfway. Yeah, I'm not very good. Still very
Okay.
far.
Okay, but jokes aside, let's do some introductions here. I'll introduce the side of NUSC. We got Vepcher on the position 5. Or rather, it seems like position 5, Mirada. Excel on the mid lane. Ember Spirit, first pick, no fear. Sloppy already. Nyx Assassin, position 4, chasing them away already. DHL on that Centaur War Runner. And last but not least, of course, we have, I forgot his name, Washed Up on that Monkey King. And why don't you
Yeah.
introduce your boys, Believer?
Okay, so we got Leonidas on the task. One of his most comfortable and his most high performing heroes. We got Dyson Vacuum Cleaner on Primal Beast, looking to
Grab a
charge in
rune.
and kill people. And we got, who is this guy?
Ha ha ha.
Imperial Zung on Lifestealer.
Ah,
I guess
Imperial.
maybe he's a real chat playing Lifestealer.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
he did play Lifestealer yesterday too.
Yeah. Then finally we have Jakiro and Ricky on Phantom IU and Hahaha.
Yeah. Some name changes coming out today. Of ha 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 used to be la la la, so this man likes his
Oh, is it?
right. I think so. It's probably the same guy.
I see.
But yeah, as we
Yeah,
kick
it's the
off the
same
lanes
guy.
here, you mentioned that this game doesn't look too hot for the side of NUSC, right? But
Yeah.
is there any arguments for the lanes going well for them potentially? Do you see that?
Yep,
Okay.
potentially.
Right, because
they could always win lanes.
so what's the Ember Tusk matchup like mid as a mid player
it's-
yourself?
It's basically even.
Okay. Is there
Maybe a
any
little
way
bit.
that the Ember just kind of gets an edge out? Because I feel like, especially against melee heroes, the Flame Guard and the Slight Spam just goes hard, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, Tusk can break Flame Guard with his shot and Snowball at level 3.
Oh,
And now
is that still the case even with the changes to Flame Guard?
Yes, and Ember doesn't want to max his Flame Guard over the Slide, so
Right.
I mean it's not good for him to do that because Slide is basically the strongest spell. There's only very few
Instances
matchups
where you would
where you would actually max Flame Guard over
right.
Slide.
So you think even with a max Slight build, you don't think he's gonna get enough harass out on this task to make it matter?
Maybe it's a pretty even matchup, so it's skill based. I
Okay.
would say.
Well, we'll see
So
whether
it just
Excel can
depends
beat
on who's
Leonidas here. I mean, Leonidas was a pos 4 player just 1 year ago, so Excel, he got the leg up a little bit.
A bit of a misplay there on
Okay.
task, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, your mid player 7k, like hyper analyzing every single move they make right now. I mean, now it's Excel
It's
tanking a
easy.
little bit too much punches here.
Yeah, misplay on him too.
Yeah, just misplaced
Well.
left, right, and center. That's the beautiful game of Dota 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is kind of what has made the mid lane a bit easier to stomach, right? The water runes constantly pepping you up in terms of regen, but that also means that you need to work extra hard for every little inch or every little advantage you want to take, because it's so
Yep.
easily to nullify if you don't get something done in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, let's look away for the mid for a bit. DHL and Sloppy already. Now, Nyx not the strongest laner, but Imperial Zeng and Phantom IU as well. I don't think they have enough chase down to really threaten this Centaur unless he's very out of position, right? Because even
Yeah.
through the range, the Centaur can probably outlive that until the rage wears off, just get a stomp and walk away. But as it gets later and later, it's probably gonna get a bit hard.
Yeah, they probably can't
Oh.
Oh, first
hold
blood.
kill on top. Yeah,
Top
like
side.
I said, very easy for Primal Beast and to just kind of end his life.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly what he did, right? The
Yeah,
1-1-1
Ricky
build.
Smoke. Yep, with Ricky Smoke, he just cannot jingle up and boundless. It's just
Yeah.
too hard. So bottom lane, actually Lifestealer is pretty good against Centaur. One of those heroes that Centaur actually is not able to stay in the lane again. So the later the lane goes, the easier it is for Lifestealer.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of story with Lifestealer, right? Early on with Lifestealer is where you look to pressure him the most. They double stun him up right now.
Yeah,
And
but
this is good.
Yeah, it's fine. Good harass, but ultimately he doesn't care that much.
Yeah, I mean, he's slowly... Because that's the end of it, right? You don't have any sustained damage. It's just that flurry of spells, and then you back up, you heal up with the Feast, level 2
Yeah.
now, and he's just gonna keep himself
Oh,
sustained.
Monkey K is going down. Oh, no.
Oh,
he
oh,
managed
oh,
to live.
oh. Good call at the top side. Good catch, but yeah, washed up. You gotta walk away. Oh. I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner is just putting on so much pressure on this Primal Beast.
Yeah.
He's not even letting them walk
Definitely.
away with 1 CS. Washed up. Wants to get this Jingu prop. Gonna be able to grab it, I think.
That's
Nicely
a
done.
mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you don't let him. He's basically back in the lane now, right? Because of that move.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
I think, yeah, but they're all just kind of playing these micro, little mechanics here. I think even in the bot side, right, you'd say that Imperial saying, you know, he's more than comfortable tanking this damage because look at his HP. We're just back up to full again. One tango and some sustain. Now, DHL, when he gets his Vanguard, does he get any harder to deal with? Because the center game plan is always pretty much the same, right? You want to stay in this lane, like you said, out-sustain them, and just tank up the creep wave, tank up the tower, and just take this at an early stage. Do you think that's still possible?
Yeah, if he gets the Vanguard, it's possible because Lifestealer actually didn't go for a Corrosion this lane, which is, I would say, a pretty good Corrosion lane.
Okay.
He basically free hits either of these two heroes, and they can't run away.
Yeah.
Using their skills.
I mean, especially the slow, right?
Rage, yeah, to do exactly that.
Okay. Stun up. I want to go on to 44 Phantom here. Don't really have a lot of damage to work with. It's level 1 in both of these spells, and now DHL is in some trouble. It's gonna get punched down by Imperial Zhang. No need a Corrosion if you're just gonna get slapped down, but Imperial Zhang taking quite a lot of damage. They have one stun available. Need to be careful. Oh, doesn't land it. The rage is off cooldown.
Yeah. He could have just rage and hit him.
Yeah. I think so. No, I think it just came off cooldown. That's the thing. Yeah. So a little bit close. I mean, it was very within the realms if I think the stun came out a bit sooner.
Oh, XL. XL's going down.
XL? Still alive for now.
goodness.
Oh, the slide. I mean, that's the end of Leonidas' entire slew of spells, so that's just about it. But XL, yeah, he's definitely suffering a bit. You talked about it being a skill-based matchup. But Leonidas, very, very comfortable on this hero. Gets a bottle refill from 44 Phantom as well, so very convenient situation.
It's okay. They did kind of even, but he didn't need to buy this self.
Oh, he dodges out the shards. Very nicely done. Both supports checking out the runes. And it's going to be a bot rune. He doesn't have mana to secure this rune though. And now he's being run down. He has a very... No, that's not even his inventory. XL's going to go down. So 3 beats 2 here. Sloppy already the only one in this mid lane. I think the Mirana was a little bit busy. Caught in between rotations.
Yeah, but actually that was kind of a misplay on Ember. So he chipped out a Salve and a Clarity because he wanted to stay, but he should have, you know, kind of estimated that he's gonna hit 6. He should just run back to the base and put a Remnant down, or even TP home. He didn't need to
he didn't need to do all that. He didn't need to waste that money.
Yep.
But I mean, what's done is done here, XL. You know, it's not like he's out of the game, but Leonidas, we've seen what happens with Tusk, right? Once he gets rolling, he does not stop for a moment. This guy... The team really, really prioritizes rune control, specifically for when he plays the task, so he can make those moves around the map. And Leonidas, this early level advantage, looking very good. But the real winner of all of this so far, as we look away, it's actually going to be this Lifestealer, to no one's surprise, like you said. A very, very free game for Imperial Zhang here.
Yep. I mean, honestly, Jakiro doesn't even need to be here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you just go, and that's exactly where he's going. He's going mid, trying to counter out Sloppy already, going back the other way. Leonidas slighted down, so nice rotation from this Nyx. And XL finds an opening to even the scoreboard right now.
Yep, well played.
I wonder how that even happened, right? Like, I must have been a stun from the sidelines from the Nyx or something catching him off guard.
Well, for Ember, usually when he hits like this kind of timing on his Sleight of Fist, one of the best things you can do on supports is actually you come to mid so that he can just slowly spam out the other guy with Sleight of Fist and whoever that comes.
Yeah, it's just a free kill, right?
7. Yeah, it's just not many heroes can stay in lane against it at this point. So.
Especially with the corrosion, right? It's like all the tick damage and all the... Oh no! Washed up. I mean, Leonidas falls in the mid lane.
Imperial's going down.
Okay. Action happening all across the map here.
Infest the creep and run away.
You're lying to me, Goof?
Yeah, legit. He's here.
I know, but you're lying.
He almost died. But he managed to get infest.
Okay, very cool. I mean, it's really just more than anything. It's like what I think Believer was saying, right? The window is closing on this Lifestealer because he's just gonna get tankier and tankier and get more and more sustaining capabilities.
Yep.
I mean, if he was almost dying, maybe the Stampede damage would have helped, but they didn't wanna use that one. Was playing it a bit more conservative.
I just don't think they have enough damage to kill him.
Yeah.
Unless they bring more heroes down.
They're the ones running out right now. Rage just in time to stop that stun from coming through. Impale does nothing. The TP in. Oh. They're on to 44 Phantom. They would love to get Imperial Zhang though, but oh, Lucky Chains grabs the Lifestealer. Nothing at the moment. Oh, fat smoke screen just says shut the hell up. Get out of here. Dyson vacuum cleaner. He wants to go in though. Runs through all of them. Doesn't have mana to work with. Still has a stick available. There's one ice shots. Has the pulverized mana. Dyson vacuum cleaner wants to grab him with the grubby hands. There's a stun, another, and a third. But the fat stick from DHL actually going to keep him alive. So as the dust settles, nobody's going to drop from that. It's a big brawl. It's not over just yet. Sloppy already. Needs to back up because the rest of the team has shown up in spades. And this 3v4 on the bot side doesn't actually end up panning out for them. I mean, it was a 4v4, but Imperial Zeng, I think good move here, immediately TPing up to that top side to soak up that EXP.
Yeah, Sloppy came in right timing and pressed his spike carapace, cancelling out the pulverize.
Yeah, if not that would have. Yeah, I don't think DHL would have been able to get that stick off, but I think it's imperative that the fact this Centaur survives, right? Because Centaur, you just want to outlast. Every single death you tank is just makes you weaker and weaker. It's not a hero that can flash farm really quickly. So you want to maintain your advantage in terms of levels in this game now.
Yeah, but as you can see, even with so many heroes, Lifestealer still doesn't die. It's not easy.
Oh, and facing some trouble.
Ice Path available. He has to Remnant away, but that means Leonidas has first dips on the rune, and it's going to be Arcane. Sloppy already. Stun out. Just messing with him a little bit. Ice Shot's not going to catch it, but ooh, 44 Phantom dropping a little low. They need to be careful how they approach here. I mean, I'm sure Leonidas would have rolled in if he had the Walrus Punch up, but it's still off cooldown just for a little bit. Now with the Arcane Room, he can just spam these waves of impunity and really apply pressure.
Yep.
Oh, Lifestealer, the armlet up.
Yeah, that's a really early one as well. Quick look at the net worth. No surprises there. All 3 cores, but meanwhile, mid lane, the Remnant not even needed because the Ricky caught by an arrow. They want to go on Leonidas instead, spamming out the Tusk, using as much as they can on him, but the Snowball, the Mirana actually opted to go for the Ricky kill instead, and that might have been a huge mistake. Vepcher, where are you when they need you most? Excel's gonna go down!
There's a really
And that was a huge misplay from Vepcher. That was supposed to be a Tusk kill, but now it's turning back the other way. It's a double for the side of RVRC, and they're not done just yet. Sloppy already. He's trying to bait with that Spike Carapace. It's not gonna matter. Dodges that out. That's gonna be it. I mean, that was really a big misplay from the Mirana. I mean, you could have just dropped the Starstorm on the Tusk head, and that would have been a done deal, but got a little bit greedy, trying to go for ha, and they get absolutely nothing at all.
Yep.
Yeah, meanwhile bottom, Dyson almost killed DHL.
I mean, DHL forced to go back and farm with the high levels in return. It's not the end of the world, but I mean, not ideal for the Centaur, right? He wants to be dealing damage to this tower.
I kind of like this lane swap now, because they realize that, Lifestealer, just wants to farm more comfortably at top, and with this Vanguard, it's not going to threaten the Centaur much as well, so it's just going to be trading farm. But Primal can actually kill him, so it's a good lane swap now.
Yeah, good heads up play and some creative switching of responsibilities here from the side of RVRC. Definitely in the driver's seat in this early stage of the game. 12 minutes. I mean, all 3 calls. Yeah, sorry.
My only issue is that they're not really doing anything to Monkey. For me, Monkey is a really easy hero to kill at this point with their heroes. So
I mean, it's a lot of focus. It's a lot of focus on Excel right now, right? Speaking of, gonna get rolled up and punched up. Stampede available though. They want to make the turn onto Leonidas. The Ricky blinks into a double stun, but the arrow only gonna hit a creep. Now Excel might be in some trouble, but the Remnant out. They need to get the last touch onto the Ember, but the ice shots, narrowly off the mark. But they find him with the snowball. Nothing to slide through means Leonidas finds himself a double.
Well played.
And this is exactly what happens when you give Leonidas this hero. He just gets to such a good start, especially with the help from the supports rotations. And he just doesn't let up. You give this man an inch, he'll take a mile, he'll punch a jaw straight out of the sky.
The problem with what NUSC is...
Oh.
Okay, nothing happens.
Just feeling a little hungry there. Just eat an arrow for breakfast.
Eat the arrow for free, yeah.
Yeah. It's a super snack,
Yeah, he'll shit it out later.
Yeah, it's fine. Smart.
Anyway, as I was saying, they're bringing a lot of heroes to mid, but they're kind of not utilizing their spells properly. They want to kind of take slow fights on the side of Dire, like I mentioned with the Slide of Faith, rather than committing so fast and so hard.
Right. It's a little bit hard though, right, against the Snowball and the sheer amount of commit that the side of RVRC have, but I completely understand what you're saying. Oh, NUSC? You find a pick off of the Jakiro trying to deward that high ground, so really it's just a battle across the river here. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying though. Like, the Monkey getting this amount of net worth and freedom.
That's just going down.
Dyson.
He's okay.
Oh, in some trouble. I mean, turns around, has the Pulverize available as well, and just gonna trample all over this Nyx. And that's really been the story of this game, right? The level advantage just has allowed them to live a little bit past what you would naturally expect. Now DHL in some trouble. Leonidas gonna tank that arrow.
And Stampede uses.
And they just lack damage. So
Yeah. They
with
don't
hot
have
tempo,
enough
they
of it.
just lack a lot of damage. You know, once they use their spells, even if Primal Beast is like 100 HP, he knows he can't die because they just have nothing left.
Yeah, I mean, what they gonna do? Attack him through his ridiculous amount of armor? Speaking of ice shots, there is the smokescreen combo we were talking about at XL. Nowhere to run. A stun up though. That's gonna keep him alive for now. Double damage, turning a lot of damage around onto Ricky, but he's gonna dash forward. XL turns around for the last hit, not even needed. The shots dodged out again. Ooh, but the snowball. Remnant, can he dodge it? No, he can't. And the last punch, Leonidas gonna grab it, dodge the arrow while he's at it too. But now this Tusk is in a little bit of trouble. A little bit unfortunate, yeah, from XL.
He could have lived. He needs to remnant the other direction instead, so he passes through the snowball.
Right. I mean, hot fingers there, right? There's a little bit tough, a high pressure situation. I mean, at the end of the day, still not too bad. Washed up actually TPs to this bot side. I don't know whether who mirrored who, right? It seems like it might be Imperial Zheng who's the one who TP'd here at first, and then now the monkeys here. And Primal Beast is back up there. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner.
No vision.
Working towards the BKB now. That's a very early one for him. And I mean, net worth wise, Monkey King is very close to them, but the rest of the other two calls, DHL and XL, they're not doing too well.
Yeah. Not getting any kills. But unfortunately, I don't think this is a game that Monkey King can carry. So even if he's like 4k gold ahead, it's just too easy to play against him this game.
I mean, they need something to deal with this Tusk right now. I feel like Leonidas has just run rampant, right, this entire time. He's just getting kill after kill. He's not getting punished. There's no way of keeping him tucked down, especially if the support that his pos 4 and 5 are giving him.
Yep.
And another rune into his pocket. This man is a bottler, alright.
Beautiful. Arcane
Beautiful.
rune.
He's just gonna go in. They have vision right here, but the side of NUSC don't know that. Now Leonidas needs to be careful with how he goes in. Waiting for that spike carapace for the punch. Can't find it though.
Oh,
And
that's a bit too overzealous on him.
we literally we cursed him a little bit, huh? We were just talking, oh, Leonidas can't be touched. Oh, Leonidas, he's doing so much on his Tusk. He's doing even more. He's giving them a little treat.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play well, because you kind of get into your head a bit. Oh, I'm so strong, and then you dive without your teammates, and then you die.
Imperial Zheng. One hit
Dyson's
off there.
going pretty deep though.
Dyson wanted to grab the grab onto XL, but it's gonna be Sloppy already who goes down. Ooh, the last sentry and the Blink Strike. The rest of the side of RVRC, they want to impede forward though, but Imperial Zheng actually gets the infest off. Phantom IU walking very far forward. DHL gonna finish that one off. So a bit of an awkward fight to start, but DHL now in trouble. Monkey King in the trees though. No one to stop him for the moment, but they don't have enough damage. There's no way they can contest, and they need to give up this tier 1 tower. Nice swarming movement there from the side of RVRC to take control of that fight.
Yep. Well played by them.
Leonidas.
I mean, they're baiting on this Primal Beast pretty hard. They know that he has BKB, so they just want you to commit.
Yeah, I mean, the scariest thing is like you run up to him with the Monkey King Centaur or the Ember, if BKB turns around, start pulverizing you, everyone just focus you, right?
Yep.
And it's so scary to play in this game right now. 7k gold lead up. This is a sign of dominance here for the side of BRC. They're gonna venture over into some vision, try and take down the Jakiro. Chain stun there though. They're trying to get the last hits off. The Jakiro still no way out of there. XL dashes forward and gets that final slide. So 2 support pickoffs. You take those. You take those, especially when you're in this situation in the game. Doesn't change much in terms of the gold lead, but still, now you open up the pathway to potentially pressure this mid tower. You see Leonidas lurking. They can't get the touch on him though. They want to get this tower, but Imperial Zheng already finishing this halberd. DHL jumping forward. Do they have enough chain stun though? They're trying, but the Mirana can't get the arrow angle. That's gonna be the end of that. Leonidas, he's packing a real punch now with the life stealer in front of him especially. They don't want to mess with that. Gonna back off.
Kind of a weird infest, but I mean,
I think he just didn't want to die there, right? Like he really wanted to stay alive.
But I don't think. I mean, they kind of committed almost all their spells already.
Right, so I think it ends up being okay because it's not like, you know, your Tusk, he doesn't have a, like, I don't know where you go now, right? But all tier 1 towers are down. You just kind of want to hold your ground and keep out farming them, I feel. Because
What they could do now is basically just invade one jungle,
yeah,
set up vision, and just farm the jungle creeps.
yeah.
Anyone comes up to D-ward or anything, kill them.
Yeah, I think they're still
So-
sort of waiting to gain the confidence for that move because they haven't. Because ideally, you want to start there with like a smoke. You get one pick off, you start dewarding and stuff like that. They just haven't gotten that prerequisite yet, right? Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, he's not part of the fray just yet. He's done really well to kind of split up the map and still get quite a lot of farm. That's why he's actually highest net worth compared to, I mean, very close to the Lifestealer at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way they're playing is fine too. It's just that they are really strong right now,
Yeah.
so they could just go.
I mean, there is vision here. It's gonna get dewarded by Vapture though. Good sentry, but they know people are there. Excel, he pings out that ward, and they should be spotted
NUSC
out.
is smoked on 4 heroes while Monkey King has BKB and showing on the lane. He should either be smoked or not show his BKB.
Yeah,
So-
because I mean that's a very big tell that
Mistake.
okay, maybe someone's coming here for a fight, and they just
Yep.
completely run the other direction, right?
Yep, it's a mistake.
Oh well. You're so harsh, actually, believer. You have not stopped pointing out mistake after mistake. These guys. You look at them, you're like, you guys are so disappointed.
Maybe after the second game yesterday, I was a bit
Disappointed. Like you're just very critical of them.
Yeah, okay, I'll be nicer. I'll be nicer.
No. I mean that's exactly what we have you here for, right? I mean you can point out all these high level stuff that me and Goof can't see, and I think that's very valuable. Now, I do think though that this game still can go either way. Ooh, manages to get the jump off, like you said. The Trample posing a real threat for this Monkey King. His Courier is the one in trouble right now. Stampede back the other way though. They catch Sloppy already, and Leonidas diving a bit too far.
Oh.
Excel's gonna get him instead. Are they
This is
trying to
a-
get that kill? Haha, actually was there a diffusal that I saw? No, I must have seen wrongly. But 44 Phantom,
this is-
nice chain stun here. They don't see the Ricky though.
Yeah, that's a mistake from them. Primal TP stop, they shouldn't be making that play.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's it was really an overextension from Leonidas' part, right?
Yeah.
This tier 2 tower especially, it's very hard to dive if you don't have your full squad.
Yep. This the tower on the offlane side is probably
The most difficult one to breach, right? Because you either need to have good control of these
Yeah,
trees.
Maybe not the most difficult. I would say mid is more difficult to push because there's 2 sides of jungle where you have to account for when you're pushing.
Yeah.
So you need kind of 2 sets of vision, essentially. But
Okay.
it's kind of the most useless side of the map.
Right, like you don't gain
especially
anything
for
from making a
Radiant.
move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you get that tower. you're
Then
not
what?
gonna
You
wanna
make a
hold there.
30-minute walk back to the Roche pit to try to...
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna. There's no point. There's not much value in that area unless you've already taken the other 2 towers.
I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner just got a solo pick off on that Mirana. So this Primal Beast is absolutely tearing it up. I feel like we've just come to expect such good things from this player, right? Like he's just performing highly on every single... This is like
Yep.
Baba Part 2, I feel.
RVRC is blessed with strong offlaners.
So true, so true.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone go!
But as I was saying, but if they were on Dire, it'd be a bit different.
Oh.
Dire can actually go for the off.
That's a dead centaur. It really makes you wonder why you picked the hero. BKB, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner wants to find XL. Sleep Dart, it still follows him through. He doesn't manage to dodge out, and XL, unfortunately, is gonna take a tumble. This is the awkward thing, right? What can your team even do to support? Like, look at the Nyx. He's not even on the same side of the map. He's just trying to push out the wave desperately.
Yeah.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
Structures are
kind of looking rough. This primal is so strong.
I
don't see
mean,
how
this
they
is
can
gonna
kill
be
it.
a short best of 5 if this is the way it's going. I can't lie.
Hopefully.
can we pause
I don't want to
please?
see
I'm
another
terrified
60-minute game because 2 teams not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Bottom tower is
When you
under
see a
attack.
60-minute game, it's either both teams are playing really bad or both teams are playing really good. And
That's for sure.
the latter was not the case.
I mean, Sloppy already, they don't have vision on him. He could get the jump here if they're not careful. Going straight for the Jakiro, bypassing the front line. The smoke screen comes down though, and the sentry as well. Now, the Sleep Dart does come out, And they're gonna take down Sloppy already. It's not that bad though. Going on the... Okay, it actually gonna dodge out the arrow, but it's gonna cause Leonidas to fall instead. So, I mean, it looked like the Ricky survived, but it ends up being worse for Ware here. Now, he's trying to get away with the tricks of the trade, but the dust is on him, and he's gonna get slammed down. Imperial Zeng has the raid in 2 seconds, has the Heaven's Helper as well. Gonna walk away, could TP out. Is it enough range? Do they have a disable just in time?
But again, so it's kind of doing the same thing when they dove tier 2 bottom when Primer wasn't there.
Yeah.
They're just not, either they're not communicating or they are choosing to do it, which means that it's either a communication problem or they are
Doing a little bit of mech trolling. They're doing a little bit
Yeah.
trolling.
they are
Okay,
not
now what I
estimating the
will...
strength correctly.
Yeah, what I will say though is that, you know, we should do know better than to doubt Imperial Zeng. Do you know where this name comes from?
Oh yes, I do. It's
the motherfucker who knows everything about everything.
Yeah.
So this guy has it all calculated down to a T. I mean, if you can't tell from his haircut, that's on you. But Dyson Vacuum Cleaner already has the Aghanim Scepter, so additional dimension to the fight. I think, like what you said, right? They should play with this Primal Beast. I mean, this guy, he's really good as a player, and he's been really dominating these fights, but he needs to join his team, or his team needs to join him. Now, Phantom, trying to set up some vision here. Oh, dashing straight into a stun. It's not gonna land on the arrow though, but now Dyson Vacuum Cleaner's in trouble. Pops the BKB. He has a stick. Onslaught only in 8 seconds though. XL has the chasing remnant available. They need a slide.
He's dead.
The jump forward. The dash away. No way!
No, he's gonna
Oh,
die.
Stampede. No way he gets out, right? Bam. One boundless strike, one hit, and Washed Up gets his dirty revenge here. Aha. Breaking through the backline. The stun is there. Where's the follow-up though? Yeah, just tricks of the trade out.
They're
the
just
blink strike.
spending too much on RV.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're getting a bit too big for their britches, right? They're thinking that...
Yeah.
I mean, you imagine that fight with like a snowball save or something, and that just drastically turns around, right? But it's actually NUSC who are gathering and still making it happen here. I mean, showing signs of life, not going down without a fight. You love to see it.
Oh, slip down the Mariana.
Okay. Vepture in some trouble. Just gonna get slammed down, and now Sloppy already. You see XL.
Oh, Sloppy.
I think he's fine though. He's dusted up, but XL wants to fight. XL's in, and they see Leonidas, the stun up, and the smoke screen as well, covering his tracks, allowing for the snowball to come out. The Jakiro is there with the ice path. Doesn't land onto anybody, but they get the kill onto Leonidas to start. Sleep Dart to hold back Sloppy already. The ha-ha-ha's gonna go down next. So really, a big swing of momentum there. Take a look at the drop in the graph, just all the way back down. It's inching further and further.
Yeah, RV are really throwing now.
Yeah. I mean, after those first few dives, you're thinking like, you know, guys, we're doing a bit of trolling, haha, it's fine. And then this is where you start to get a little bit worried. This is where you start to be like, oh, you know, we want to end this in 3 games. I don't think it's gonna happen anymore.
MK with the ups up already though.
I mean, probably what they are thinking is that they want to get these like core items, the heroes, before they group up. So that's why they're splitting up farms. So like BKB on Tars, maybe AC on Lifestealer. But they're farming in way too deep areas, way too dangerous areas, and not only that, they just need to realize that Primal Beast was untouchable a couple moments ago with his Aghanim BKB.
Oh, I mean, speaking of untouchable, gets touched a little bit there, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. But it's gonna be okay.
I like his build on Monkey King.
Yeah, I do. I was about to point that out as well. I think
It's
you were
probably
talking about the monkey's like weaknesses, right? But like
Yeah,
this
the only
basically...
build, yeah, that he can go this game.
Yeah. I mean, where do you think he goes from here? After the Axe, Echo Saber, is it Basher? What does he need to look at? Is it Skadi? I mean, so high health on the heroes on the
He
side
can
of...
go Skadi, he can go Daedalus. Depends on how he feels.
Does he go Axe? Sorry, does he go like a Halberd or something like that? Or is that
No,
the
no,
Centaur's
no.
department?
No. Since he bought this Aghanims, he should just maximize his the strength of his own hero.
His soldiers, right? Like he shouldn't
Yeah.
try and do a half measure.
Yeah.
Understand.
But if he planned to buy this Aghanim from the start, he shouldn't have built Echo Saber. Probably
Okay.
should just go Battle Fury.
That's fair, that's fair.
But it could be
Because of the awful game that he had earlier
Yeah,
on.
you could argue that he's feeling, oh, this game is rough. I might need to contribute.
And he did, right? I mean, in those,
Yeah, he
those,
did.
I think
He's
you know,
playing well.
the earlier stages definitely a little bit harder to speak for, but now NUSC they've definitely found their footing. They found a bit of momentum. They're starting to get these fights going, and now they've been sticking together, right? They've been making it look pretty good.
He's
And
playing
now,
well.
yeah, RVRC, okay, a line is drawn. Take a look at that. Dyson Vacuum Cleaners made the call. And they want to engage here. Leonidas leading the charge. They gotta see him. But the ward spots out Sloppy. I think that's a dead next. Straight into a sleeping dart onto XL. Doesn't get the BKB off. This Ember's in a load of hurt. Pops the BKB finally. Dashes away into the Remnant and ends up getting the 2 support. So it's looking really good for NUSC right now actually. And they jump onto Phantom as well. They take down the Tusk. They take down the supports. And now the Monkeys in a duel against Imperial Zhang. But the Rage TP again. Do they have it? No,
The
the
way
Rage...
they are approaching this fight is kind of completely wrong. Not to mention the fact that they haven't been using Infest Bomb at all up to this point. They should be investing on Tusk too. If
right?
they want to go first on Tusk, then it needs to be on Tusk.
Yeah, if you invest first on the
Ricky's
Ricky, the Ricky's the one who's going first, right?
Yes, but you playing Ricky, you want to use your sleeping dart, right? Not kind of blinking in to start, so...
I mean,
I
the
don't know what they're
scary...
doing.
The scary thing here is the fact that I think XL, you saw the amount of focus you have on him, but he still managed to get out of that initial goal. Now, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner trying to make a move onto Washed Up, but he's just standing his ground, goes back onto Phantom, and now IU's in trouble, but now... Okay, the goal. Okay, I mean, they're all taking turns to turn. That was really funny. I'm not sure when you saw that. The Washed Up gonna go down and DHL more than likely to follow. I mean, DHL was trying to get his stomp off multiple times, but keep getting cancelled, so it looked like he was dancing along with the beat,
Yeah,
but...
I mean...
That's Roche.
You see how easy it is for Monkey to die, actually.
Yeah.
So, they just need to understand how they can approach these fights better. It's not an easy Monkey game, but Monkey King is playing as well as he probably can already, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only sort of mistake there was probably diving too deep for the Jakiro. I think they were like...
They didn't need to push this
Yeah.
tower. They should just reset, take the win.
Yeah, the awkward thing is like, even if you get that Jakiro kill, then what, right? You're still gonna die on the Monkey because your BKB doesn't have enough of a timer on it.
Yep.
He's actually opting for the Basher instead. Do you like that?
I mean, I can understand why he wants to buy it, because right now they don't have a way to cancel Lifestealer TP through Rage. But I think if you buy Aghanims, you just go full on damage.
Oh, XL pre-pops the BKB. Pre-pops the BKB against a Tusk? What are you doing, amigo? Sloppy already now in a little bit of trouble. Turning around for the stun, but the smoke screen's gonna cover his tracks. Stampede trying to get him out as well, but that just means the snowball rolls through Vepture as well. Gets a leap off available before the ice shots, rather the ice path comes out. But oh no, that's pretty huge. The Aeon Disc, I don't know where it fell, but that is the Aeon Disc of the Nyx. So not gonna have that ability to break out of a combo. But big mistake from XL, thinking he can TP out in that situation. You are playing against a Tusk, my friend.
Yeah, really poor. I don't know what he's thinking.
I don't think
Probably
he
just
was.
panic.
I think he was
Yes?
just panicking, right?
Yeah. Panic.
I mean, the
Trying.
awkward thing is if he just remnanted out, he probably would have lived too.
Yeah, maybe.
Leonidas on the hunt. Not gonna let this one go. Ice shots, trying to find the centaur, trying to cage the cow here. Nothing better of it though. Desolator up to 8 charges. The Lifestealer is pumping mad heat right now. He's just going for this kill on Sloppy already. Don't have detection here. They have 1 sentry, but he's gonna dodge away. Do they still have vision? Last touch. They don't have it. That's not available on these heroes. And they're gonna turn around to Imperial Zhang. Did they make grief a little bit? XL, he doesn't have the rage for now. Imperial Zhang turns around, still has the AJ, still has the second life available. And DHL is gonna be the one to feel the pain. Washed Up though, trying to do as much as he can, but they literally has no damage. XL trying to go on the backline again. Phantom is the one who is suffering from all of this. The Remnant through and the Force Staff away. So they get one, but there's nowhere near a close trade. You use the Wukong's command.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it's a free Lifestealer game. At this point, he's 4v5 and they still win the fight without Primal Beast. So
Yeah.
it's kind of rough for NUSC.
Uh-oh. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner has the BKB available. I really don't understand why. I mean, Dyson Vacuum Cleaner, really good player, but he's just very convinced that they can do it without him. He's not playing with his team. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much in this game because they're also strong. Double stun up onto Leonidas. Smoke screen to cover their tracks, but the stun up and the chain stun, Leonidas is just there.
I would say rather than it being his fault, it's probably his team not following him. I would say he's making the right decision to play and push top. Like I mentioned, I don't think it's necessary for you to
push this bot tower, right? You
Why
don't get
is
anything from it.
Lifestealer-
I mean, he's
Yeah, I
just
don't think it's
rage TP. Yeah, rage TP.
TP.
I mean, you still have the Aegis as well, so even if you don't try,
Yeah.
get it
They
first
could
time.
just be playing top, honestly, and they would have broken top tier 2 and mid tier 2 already. With this
Yeah.
Aegis. Don't have to be playing here in their triangle.
Yeah, I mean, now 2 minutes left on the Aegis. There's still some time to make things happen, especially once Leonidas comes up. But they definitely need to be a bit more careful because even though they have BKBs, we see the chain stun potential, right? It's still quite scary for the side of NUSC. If they get you caught up, you can't even pop the BKB. You're just chain stun to oblivion. There isn't really any like quote-unquote save as well, apart from the snowball, right? Maybe if you count the infest mode Matu. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything like maybe the 4-star if you talk about that from Phantom. But he hasn't had the best time staying alive, you know. They always focus him down first.
Yeah. But maybe that's a positioning issue as well.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your
Shout out Radix Dota in chat right now. Okay, hang on. Looking at Leonidas here, they want to get a kill on this task. They know he's alone up here. Oh. No, Excel!
bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
Excel, no! I mean, this guy,
Dire
he's had his moments of brilliance, but
Radiant's middle tower.
it's getting harder and harder to defend him, let's be real.
Oh, what did he do? I kind of missed it.
He wanted the slight change to start the fight, but he missed the slight and he just changed afterwards. So it was just a complete, like, he landed no part of that jump.
So
And he was waiting there for so long too, that's the thing. I mean, they get a tower out of it, so that's not too bad, it's a trade.
Bottom just fell off.
But, yeah, you could have got... I mean, I'm sure that Leonidas still gets his BKB, still gets the escape, but you could have forced that out, right? It's a 9-second BKB. You would love to have gotten it used.
Yeah, actually, he's gotten this BKB quite a long time ago and he still hasn't used it.
Yeah, it
once,
doesn't
but
even...
he's
I mean, the times where he's died, he's just been
No,
chain
he-
stunned, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been using it.
Smoke up. They want to fight. They see Sloppy already in the mid lane. They can jump with ha ha ha. There's a smoke screen. Oh, Lotus Orb immediately. But pulverize through. Stunned up. Sloppy already. Can back up. Walks away. Has an Aeon Disc available as well. So even if they tried to initiate on him, don't think that was going to happen. They put the sentry down to make sure there's no ward in the area. A counter sentry out as well. This could be the part that they try to contest. Sleep that out. Onto Wash Up. Can he pop the BKB, the Lotus Orb? Try to keep him alive for now. Where's the save? The punch up as well. Monkey King. Can he get the Wukong's off? Yes, he can. Turning around with the Boundless. Not enough Jingu though. Can't get it off. And there's the Monkey King down. Like you said, Believer. It's so easy for him to drop DHL as well. Second on the chopping board. And they make quick work, RVRC. It's a little bit sloppy play for the past 10 minutes, like you said, but they still come together, they make it happen. A punch up onto Excel. Leonidas looking for more, looking to destroy his counterpart. A stun up stops Dyson Vacuum Cleaner in his tracks though. Doesn't have the BKB, but has the Pulverize, and that's Vepture out of the picture. Mirana stands no chance. Aeon Disc popped as well. Sloppy already. One snowball to save it all, and Excel's the last man standing. What can you do on this Ember?
It's kind of GG.
It's looking like GG.
They just don't have the damage anymore.
I mean, it really just is a draft difference, wouldn't you say?
Yep. I mean, I don't think Monkey King can carry this game. It's just too difficult. He's been playing well. I think he's been playing the best on his team, but it's just... I mean, Dota is kind of like chess, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
you just can't win anymore. It's checkmate, I think.
I mean, also, if you spend the whole day already playing games or maybe going for lessons and stuff, and then you come home at 12 AM and they're like, yo, play this super intense chess match.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's rough, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely see the wear and tear on these players as well. I don't know whether Excel's playing at 100%, that's for sure. You know, he's made some very uncharacteristic mistakes. It's just disappointing because I feel like the previous ICG, we got to see Excel in some moments at his prime, right? I think even in the previous game, he definitely made them work for it.
Yeah,
But
I would
it's
say they
looking a
played
little
lot
rough.
better last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were a lot better last year.
Oh man. But I mean, last year was so difficult to play against. I mean, there was Baba. He was absolutely destroying people on. I mean, it was auto ban Timbersaw. If not, you just lose, right?
Yeah.
And then even then, he picked Night Stalker, and you still lose anyway.
Yeah. Off lane too strong.
Goof, you doing okay? How are you feeling about this game so far? Does it kind of feel like it's over already?
Yeah.
I mean, unless...
Even without the primal, they're just trashing them, which is pretty weird. I mean, yeah, it's pretty weird because I thought the primal would be like the main core of the whole thing.
Right?
But without primal, they still can win.
Are you seeing the strength of this Riki now? Like, it's like just sleep dart from far away, and then it's just like such an easy initiation on this Riki. And it's so hard to deal with him because he can initiate from such a long range. Oh,
Yeah.
Excel.
Honestly, they're not even really
Uh-oh.
utilizing the
Excel? Excel, you saw them, the 4 stuff out. The pulverize doesn't reach, the Aisha keeps them in place. But DHL is gonna be the one to tank that death. This is a nice Wukong's commando, but Heaven's halberded up. This Monkey King kicked out of the ring, like you said, and Vepture next one to fall. The leaps gets him out to safety. They managed to retreat, but there's a fight gone wrong. Washed up, that was his grandstand over there, Vepture. With the Primal Beast. Shot. Oh, egg, sorry. Dyson Vacuum Cleaner in some trouble. No more cooldowns to work with, but now Washed Up getting hit up. No way of getting out of this one. He still has the Heaven's Halberd. Turns it around onto the Lifestealer. But Imperial Zhang stands supreme once again. Ha ha ha. Standing there. Still trying to do the damage, but Excel dodging and weaving. How much more can you do? The last touches, the slides are there. The ice shots off the mark. Excel limping away on a sliver. Doesn't die just yet. The snowball. Back onto Leonidas. They would love to get that kill. The slide out as well, but Imperial Zhang, another rage. The Heaven's Halberd back onto this. Oh no. Ember, you're out of cooldowns, out of luck. And Sloppy already. Next one on the list. Imperial Zhang has just really withstood this entire game. But before we can even see anything else, the Aegis... not the Aegis, sorry. The Ancient just falls. Like, even the Ancients had enough.
Yeah, Lifestealer just got too big, and I think it's game over based on draft. RV made a couple of mistakes here and there, but
Yeah.
I think the draft difference was too big for NUSC to win this game.
Yeah, that's for sure. It definitely feels that way. I was really hoping for a little bit more out of them, but you can tell that, you know, game number 1 maybe took the win out of them a little bit. Maybe they need to order some super snack. I don't know, like they need something
Yeah,
here.
maybe they need super snack.
Yeah, they need a little bit of a pep up or something. It's starting to get dire, right? It's starting to look like it might just kind of descend into just a stomp, right? We saw, I think NUSC put up a really, really good fight in game number 1. I mean, sure, both teams were making mistakes, but still, they fought with a lot of heart, but it feels like that heart's just nowhere to be seen in this game number 2.
Yep.
I mean, that does just about wraps up game 2. I wonder if the players are going to start anytime soon, but we'll have to see.
You gotta give credit to Monkey King, man. He really fucking tried.
Yeah, he really
Yeah,
did.
you tried.
I mean, I think you would say the same about Excel as well, except for a few like really, really blatant like mess ups. It's not like it's an easy. He first picked this as well, which is the crazy thing.
It's not an easy Ember game. There's no, like, he doesn't match up well into a couple
Any
of
of the
heroes.
cores, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the only one you
Tusk
really look at is
okay.
like, I think you only sort of look at the Chikiro as like a easy sort of easy pickings. Apart from that, it's not that straightforward.
Yeah, it's rough. You know, Ember, when you're not rich and you're not fat, it's always tough.
Okay, let me just take a short break.